Hello. Hey, Michelle. Amelia. Hey. Cynthia. Hello. Hey, Susan. Hey, Tammy. Michelle. Avalos. Judy. Great to see everybody out here. Try to be here near my computer. I'm seeing if I can see it's bigger. So I'm gonna look, see if I can see comments and stuff better on here. But I noticed that there is a little bit of a delay, isn't it? Yeah, I see. Okay, that's a little better. All right. Hey, Amelia. Wave at you. Well, it's 8 o'clock. We're going to start. So I'm really excited about tonight. We're going to do something a little bit different. And hopefully it'll be fun for all of us, and we'll learn something along the way. And if you want to follow me doing this experiment, what we're going to do it. Or you want to do your own in conjunction with me, join me. We'll do it together. I think it's going to be, I think we're going to learn something. And, or maybe not. Maybe we'll see that there isn't anything to this. So, but we'll just get started with words matter, and words do matter. And when I was thinking about this topic, and it was really strong on my heart to do this, I put it out there, and then one of you commented that old saying about sticks and stones. And isn't that the truth? How they say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Well, isn't that like wishful thinking? Because that is not true. Words do hurt. In fact, I think words hurt worse than even a lot of trauma, physical trauma, because that word, whether it's positive or negative, it stays with us. So if I remember one day I was in college, and it wasn't even a word, it was a gesture. But I was in college and I did engineering. It was very, very tough. And this particular day, I barely slept or ate. And I mean, really, some days I had like a soft drink, and I would have a pack of, I used to like this nip cheese, the Lance crackers that were cheese, and that's what I would eat. I was always in a rush, and I would sleep about 4 hours a night. And I remember this particular day, I went to Clemson, that's where I was at, and I had to park significantly away from where our classes were in this day. Sometimes I could park a little closer to my building, but this day I was way out near the stadium. And the stadium would there would be a shuttle that would pick us up and would carry us on to drop us off at various locations. So long story short, I'm getting there. I just was tired. I was exhausted, and I was just felt like I was burning the candle, at both ends, and just trying to survive. And one of the, I guess like a security guard, was out walking around in the parking lot, and she just smiled at me. But she directly looked at me, and she smiled at me, and it was sincere. And it was like, for that moment, everything lifted. It lifted, and it shifted. It shifted my internal atmosphere, you want to call it that. Because think about that. That has been probably 30 years now, and I still remember it. I still remember her just, hey, Claudia. I still remember her. I remember her kindness. And isn't that true? And then the opposite's also true. If you ever have anybody, I was pulling out from Chick-fil-A, and I pulled out slightly, I guess, in front of someone, and they flew up behind me. They were angry, and I just couldn't help it. I just started laughing, but it really wasn't funny. It was just this guy, for whatever reason, he was just angry, did not want me to, I mean, it's just kind of one of those things where you have to merge, kind of a let live, and, you know, everybody let each other in, and I say let drive, drive and let drive. Let people get in, so, and it's just silly, the things that, and I'm guilty now. I can't really condemn him because I have been guilty of that myself, so, but I am a work in progress, so, but words do matter. And the words that we think and the words that we speak will become us. They will become our future. Our children will turn into those words. Our lives will go that direction. I know there are a couple words that I have been working to stay away from, so I'm going to share that with you. One of the words is just. I was reading an article. Hey, Rhonda. I was reading an article about women. Women say just. They use that before a lot of things that they are doing, like I was just getting ready to call you, or I was just working on such and such. It's just going to take such and such time, or whatever. And they made the point, the article was saying that the word just used in that way, it sort of, not negates, hey Carolyn, but it sort of lowers it a little bit. It makes it not as important. And I thought, you know what? Yeah, it does. When you're using it certain ways, it makes whatever the point that you're making, it makes it seem not as strong. And that's the way I'll say it. So I have been working on, when I'm texting, being more to the point. When I'm speaking, being more specific with my words. Hello, my sister. Being more specific with my words. And another word my husband wants me to stay away from is trying. Right? Do you say that? Do y'all say, well, I was trying to get the job done. I was trying to be healthy. I was trying to do the workout. We're either doing it or we're not doing it, right? We love that saying, Yoda saying, hey, Cab, do or do not. There is no try. That is from Star Wars. So it's really profound, but it is true. Do or do not. There is no try. So let's think about certain words that we can use instead of words to stay away from. I know that the trying and the just, that I didn't realize that how, when I read back some of the sentences, how that does kind of make things less significant. And that's the only way I know how to put it. And I'm a doer, you're a doer, we're achievers. So we're going to veer away from the word trying. When I was probably, I think, 8 years old, I had anxiety. And I'm sure my sister couldn't vouch for this. It was probably our family life, things that were going on. But I had anxiety and I did not want to go to school. And our bus passed by our house 3 times. It picked me up on the way down because we lived at a crossroads. And then really by the second or the third stop back by my driveway, I was off of that bus. I was like, let me off. I don't want to go to school. I'd be crying, begging to get off. I guess my sister was on there with me. I guess I left you because she would have been in 1st grade. So, but I was off of that bus. I did not want to go to school. I wanted to be home with my mama. And I just had anxiety. We had started changing classes in the 3rd grade. And I'd never done that before. And that was part of it too. I had left homework at home and the teacher had reprimanded me. And it was just a lot of things. So my mother didn't really know what to do. she didn't know what to do with me because I would end up back at home, and she'd take me to school in the car sometimes because I'd miss so many days. And even then, I would just cry a lot, and I didn't want to go to school. Even when she dropped me off, I'd get to school and cry and beg the teacher to please call my mama. And I guess if my mother picked me up, I guess I realized if I cried enough, she'd come pick me up, right? So that's what I did. So long story short, with some time and the wisdom of her mother, my mother, she began to give me time before she dropped me off at school. So we would drive up. She started driving me. Hey, Judy. She began to drive me to school, and I went to a very small school. It was public school, but still very good people there, very good teachers. So she would drive me to school, and in the car, while we were in the car, my mother would just grab my hand, and she would pray over me. And when she prayed, she would just speak what she wanted. She would speak that my day was going to be good, that it was going to be a great day. I was going to have a good time. And I really can't tell you. I mean, that was when I was 8. I am almost 57, so it's almost been 50 years. How powerful that has been in my life. Those words that she spoke over me at that ripe old age of 8 years old are still with me today. They're like inside of me, and I carry them with me. And words are very powerful. We have the ability really to set our future in motion just by the things that we say. Hey, Deanna. By what we say. And what the things that we say really are based on what we are taking in, what we're reading, what we're thinking about, what we're meditating on. They become our words, either whether we speak them or whether we write them. And a lot of us now, we're texting, right? We're emailing. So all the things that are going out, we need to make sure that it is building a better future. Not only for us, but for all those around us, because our lives do not just affect us. You know, my life right now is affecting each one of you. And hopefully, by doing these small things, small good things, you're going to go forth and you're going to affect others for the good. Now, we have a lot of ladies on here that are struggling, that are going through some really hard times. And I'm watching your post, how you're encouraging, and that's what we are to do. We are to encourage, we are to be positive, we are to be forward thinking. And we are to think what we want, think on those things instead of what we don't want. Because that's just wasted mental power, mental time anyway. Is to waste time worrying about what might happen or could happen. Let's focus on what we want to happen. And let's put our words in action, which will also bring our bodies into action, and as well as those around us. So I did that. I did an experiment years ago with my daughter. I don't know if my daughter's listening. She may be. But my daughter was about 4 years old, or 3, I can't remember. It was really young, and we went through the terrible twos. We went through it for like 4, 5, or 6 years. We went through it a long time. And during that time, she just was very busy. She wasn't a bad child. She was just super busy. And whatever she wanted to do, she found a way to do it. You know, so it was hard to say no. You had to really just keep redirecting her. Thank God I had a wonderful lady that was doing childcare for her. But I remember I was at my wit's end. I didn't know what to do. And I was asking my mother, I said, how long does this last? And she said, till she's 4. And I remember when she turned 4, I said, Mama, she hadn't got better yet. She's still the same. Oh, my goodness. And we were nicely asked to leave gymnastics. We were nicely asked to leave the little day school that she was attending. We were nicely asked to leave it. And there was something else. I can't remember what else, but they did it very nicely, and I understood. They said that just wasn't enough people there to take care of her needs. So I remember, I thought, I remember what my mother had done for me and how powerful it had been. So at night, what I did, she would go to bed early because she would be wore out. She'd get up early and go all day. She didn't like naps, but I did. I wanted some naps. But at night when she would lay down and go to sleep, I'd always pray for her, and I would speak the things over her that I saw for her. I would say, you are a great friend. You are kind. You are gentle. You are compassionate. And I'm gonna tell y'all, when I started doing that, it wasn't overnight, but gradually, there was a gradual change. And she is every one of those things. Every one of the things that I spoke over her, she has become, and she is becoming. So it does work. There's power in our words. And because we are women, we are nurturers, or we should be. My husband's actually a nurturer. He's watching us. My husband, Lynn, wonderful person. He's very nurturing. But we do have the ability to make a significant impact on the world. Yes, on the world. You are world changers. So we're going to do something for the next couple of weeks. I don't know how long this is going to last, but I found this experiment online. I saw it and I said, I'm going to check this out. I like this. Lynn, I need your assistance. If you'd help me a little bit. I am going to do an experiment. We're going to monitor the impact of our words. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Lynn, you going to help me? I need your help to film. He's going to have to hold the camera while I do this. All right. I'm going to show you what I got. Oh, this is my shoe cloth. This is my shoe thing. I'm a shoe person for those that don't know it. But anyway, we have 3 glasses here. And I hope you can read it. I hope it's reading right. But this one's going to contain love. There it is. Let me see. Let me see, Lynn. You want to do it? I'll let you do it.
Let me turn it around. Hold on. You want me to turn it around?
Yeah, turn it like that way. How about that?
Okay. Okay, bye.
All right. This glass represents love. All that is good. All the words that are good, like beautiful, kind, hope. This glass is going to represent hate, destruction, bad, evil, everything that is bad. And this glass we're going to ignore. So what I'm going to do, I've bought some rice. And so I want to show you, it's fresh. I haven't even opened it yet. It's just Publix rice. And I'm just going to pour some in each one of these. That's the one for hate. That's the one for love. Now let's see if I've got them about right. I can have a fair experiment. I think that needs a little bit more. Does that look about right, Lynn?
It looks good, man.
Maybe a little bit more love. Love loves rice. Okay. All right. So it's just regular rice. And this is just water I got that is purified. So I haven't even opened it yet. I'm going to put water in each one of these. I didn't measure anything, but we just kind of eyeballed it. So what we're going to do is, every day I'm going to come in here, probably several times a day, and I'm not going to touch anything. This is in a room that we don't use. It's not under any vents or under any real lights or anything, so it's just in an area where really the only interaction it's going to have is going to be on me. And so on this, I'm not going to touch it, but I'm going to talk to it. I'm going to say, I love you. You're great rice. I'm happy. You're hopeful. And I'm going to speak good words to it. But to this one, I'm going to say, I hate you. You're stupid. And to this one, I'm going to ignore. And we're going to do this. And we're going to follow this. I really don't know, for me, how it's going to turn out. I watched other people's experiment. They've done it with bread. They've done it with rice. And some people are still going. They've had like bread in bags and they're writing words on it. And one is still fresh, the one that has been getting the love and the affection. But the one that's getting the hate or the one that's getting the ignored is not. So we're going to, you can just follow me. I'm going to be doing lives on YouTube. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go to my channel. I'll put that down below this when I'm through. But go there because I will do a live probably every night. Will probably be the best time because we have people that are in different time zones. So I'm going to do it out there and it'll probably be like, I'm thinking 9:30. And it'll just be a quick live. And we're just going to monitor it. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I really don't. So it'll be fun. I mean, maybe we won't like the results. Maybe we will. But at least it's real. It's authentic. I'm doing it. You know, I'm not trying to make it come out a certain way. I do know that there's power in our words. And you can tell, you can tell when someone is speaking or feeling a certain way. You can almost feel whether it's good or bad, can't you, when they come in the room. It changes. When a hateful, bad attitude person comes in, they don't even have to say anything, really. You can feel it. And the same is true for somebody that's joyful. You don't really even necessarily have to see their face, but you just can just feel it in the atmosphere. So let's see what the atmosphere does to this rice. But I'm going to run this. We'll run this for a while, and we're just going to see what happens. So that is what I have for y'all. So subscribe to my YouTube. I will be out there live. If you want to run your own experiment, you saw what I did. It's just very simple. You can do it with a loaf of bread. And people just took 3 pieces of bread or 2 if you want to just, you don't have to do the ignore. You could just do the love and hate. And they actually wrote words on the bags. So if you want to do your own with me and post your pictures, I would love to see that. So it'd be fun to see kind of how our experiments go. So I love you all. Have a wonderful week. And I will see you out here Saturday morning, 8:30. We'll have coffee. Bye.